Teachers, I have a simple but fun tool for you to use in your classroom. It's called Padlet. Padlet is like using sticky notes on a board, but think digital. Not only can students post their thoughts, but they can add links, photos, videos, and sound. It's highly engaging. While there is a paid version, Padlet allows you to create a few boards as part of the free version. So I want to show you how to get started and a few ideas that you could use Padlet in your classroom. So first of all, and I think is the most useful part for a teacher, is to simply have students respond to a question. This can be for formative assessment in ways of an exit slip response, a check for understanding, masteries of skill, etc. This is one that students responded to about an independent study project that they were working on. They posted about their topic, and I went in and I was able to see who was on task, and I also was able to see if they read for understanding. And the best part is that I can respond to their posts, and other people, the other students, if you let them, can respond. So they were learning about the other students' independent study at the same time because each one had a different topic. The next thing I've used Padlet for is for early finishers. And here the students read books and responded to these books if they finished with their work for the day. And you can see this student even went and added a picture. This picture was actually from the book that he took and added text to it. And there's only 3 students that were early finishers, but that's okay because that shows me who is working hard, who's going above and beyond, and it provided instant differentiation for those students. As a part of just learning how to use Padlet, when we were learning about technology, we went on a technology walk around the building with their iPads, and we simply posted a picture of something that was technology. And you can see some highly motivated students went ahead and answered the question by adding text to their picture. So again, differentiation, allow the kids that can to go ahead and go above and beyond on the Padlet. The other students were still able to see the pictures on here and read what the other students did, and they could always go back and edit later. I did a PD with some teachers. We learned how to create book snaps. So here, this is an app smash because we used Pic Collage and we added it to Padlet. And so these are the teachers' book snaps that they created. So how do you make a Padlet? It's quite easily. You just click on Make a Padlet and a new screen is going to pop up. You can pick what you want. I'm going to pick the canvas. I don't suggest that, but I'll tell you why in a minute. And it's going to pop open with a background already, which you are absolutely allowed to change your background to anything you want. And here's your title. So you're going to change your title, Need to Know Board, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to list the students because this is going to be a group project. So Allie, John, and Jacob, they're going to work on this collaboratively and all of that. So the description is going to show up right here. It's going to have their names. So here you can also set up the way it looks. I am going to put on these filters. I'm going to allow comments and also reactions. I like to put a like there because it's really great for kids to go back in and see how many people liked theirs. And down here you can create your own, you can edit the address. So I'm putting their initials with underscores there. So it's just an easier way to remember. So I do not want this. I'm going to upload my own photo that I made that's going along with something that I've done. So I'm going to choose this image and you're going to see it's going to pop up here. And we're doing a need to know board on a for our study of archaeology. And when you'll see what happens here when they post. So now this is my background, and all the students are going to be able to post on there. So I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. So I'm done. I'm going to go next, and there's some more settings. So I'm going to keep this to secret. That means they have to have the link for them to go on there, and they're going to be allowed to write, and there's always these options. I would pick what the can write, not moderate. Moderate's for you. And again, we'll look down here. Moderation, that means the kids' posts will not go on there until I approve them, and that's a really good thing. So we click on next. The Padlet is done. Now they can start posting. And that means when the kids have the link and they're on there, all they do is they add their post, and it's going to come up there. And since this is my Padlet, I always make them post their name in the title so I know who's typing. And then they can type here. And below, you can see they can upload, they can add links, they could do a Google search. Allie is there, but we are actually doing something with artifacts. So you can see now the images come up, and you can simply add them there. And so they can move that. Now that's why I chose this particular layout. I highly suggest doing blocks instead of all the other things that they have, because they could actually go overlap each other. So this is what something might look like when it's done. And see, when you have it with the board that I chose, it's going to look like that, where the other boards, they're pretty lined up and they can't move them around and be on top of each other. But since I have these columns and I want the kids to be able to move them to the right columns. But here you can see they have put links in here that help answer the questions for the Need to Know board. And again, these kids are collaborating. They don't even have to be sitting at the same table. They don't even have to be in the same class period. They could all be working together and discussing, but maybe we have these need to know boards, and I share them all on one Padlet, and so all the kids can look at each other's, or we use this here and they can share it to the classroom. So Padlet is a very useful tool for you to use, and I hope you try it out. Thanks for watching.